So let us discuss the multiple choice questions on the topic exchange of gases and the transport of gases. Transport of gases only with respect to oxygen. The first one, the diffusion membrane is made up of how many major layers? A 2, B 3, C 4, D many. As I have already told, the diffusion membrane is made up of only the 3 major layers. Hence the answer is B 3. Second question, mark the incorrect statement in the following. Option A, diffusion membrane is made up of 3 major layers. Option B, solubility of carbon dioxide is higher than oxygen by 25 times. Option C, breathing volumes are estimated by spirometer. Option D, high concentration of hydrogen ions favors oxyhemoglobin formation. So option A you check. The diffusion membrane, it is made up of the 3 major layers. Yes, it is the true. It is made up of the 3 major layers. Then the second one, solubility of carbon dioxide is higher than oxygen by 25 times. Yes, the solubility of carbon dioxide, it is 20 to 25 times higher than that of oxygen. Breathing, option C, breathing volumes are estimated by spirometer. So spirometer they are using to know the breathing movements. Option D, high concentration of hydrogen ions favors oxyhemoglobin formation. Actually it is incorrect because less concentration of hydrogen ions which favors the formation of oxyhemoglobin. So second one correct answer is option D, which is the wrong or incorrect statement. Third question, oxygen and carbon dioxide are transported in blood through option A, platelets and corpuscles, option B, RBCs and WBCs, option C, WBC and serum, option D, RBC and the plasma. So here option A, platelets and corpuscles. Corpuscles, don't get confused, they are the blood cells. Here RBC, RBC means red blood corpuscles. WBC, white blood corpuscles. So oxygen and carbon dioxide are transported in blood mainly through plasma and the RBC. So for third question, option D is the right answer. Fourth question, carbon dioxide is transported as. So I have told this transportation of gases in the beginning. Option A, dissolved in blood plasma. Option B, as carbonic acid. Option C, in carbaminohemoglobin. Option D, as carbaminohemoglobin and carbonic acid. So you all know that is the carbon dioxide is carried even as bicarbonate, okay, and even it is dissolved in the plasma, then even it is transported by the carbon dioxide. So even the carbon dioxide is transported by RBC. When it is transported by RBC, it is actually carbaminohemoglobin. When it is carried as the bicarbonate, that is carbonic acid. So about it actually I will tell it in the next class, because still I have not taught you the transport of carbon dioxide. So fourth question you leave as it is. Once again I will tell. Once again we shall discuss about this question number. Fifth one, the diffusion membrane is made up of which major layers, namely? Option A, thin squamous epithelium of alveoli. Option B, the endothelium of alveolar capillaries. Option C, basement substances in between them. Option D, all of these. So fifth question, actually it is all of these, because the diffusion membrane is made up of the squamous epithelium of alveoli, endothelium of alveolar capillaries, and the basement substances in between them. So fifth question, answer is D option. Sixth one, determination of oxygen carried by hemoglobin is done by option A pH, option B partial pressure of oxygen, option C partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and option D all of these. Determination of oxygen carried by hemoglobin means the transport of oxygen which is done by the hemoglobin, it is mainly affected by the pH, partial pressure of oxygen, partial pressure of carbon dioxide. That's why for sixth question answer is option D, because oxygen which is carried by hemoglobin can be determined by the pH also, partial pressure of oxygen also, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide also. Seventh question, maximum amount of 70 to 75% of carbon dioxide is transport occurs as option A dissolved in plasma, option B carbaminohemoglobin complex, option C bicarbonate, D none of this. This I have told at the beginning of transport of gases. Majority of the carbon dioxide is transported as the bicarbonate. Option C is the right answer for question number 7. Eighth one, every 100 ml oxygenated blood delivers following amount of oxygen to the tissues under normal physiological condition. Every 100 ml of oxygenated blood delivers 5 ml of oxygen to the tissues. Hence, for question number 8, answer is A option. Ninth one, what would happen if human blood becomes acidic? Acidic, low pH. Low pH means number of or the H plus ions. What happens? H plus ions becomes less. Means acidic means here you know the pH starts from 1 to 6.9. It is called the acidic level. When it is at 7 it is neutral, and after 7, 7.1, 7.5 till 14th it is considered as the basic. Okay. What would happen if human blood becomes acidic? Means low pH. Oxygen, option A, oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin increases. Oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin decreases. Option C, RBC's count increases. Option D, RBC's count decreases. Here they have clearly said acidic means the blood becomes acidic. It means pH is less. Less pH means hydrogen ions are less. So when H plus ions are less, remember formation of oxygen or the carrying of oxygen by the hemoglobin also will be less. That's why oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin gets decreased. So for ninth one, option is the B. So 10th question, you keep it as pending. Let us discuss about that in the next class. 11th, a molecule of hemoglobin carries oxygen molecules. Okay, so one hemoglobin molecule, remember, can carry 4 oxygen molecules. So for 11th question, answer is D. 12th, oxygen dissociation curve of hemoglobin is, it is a direct question. Oxygen dissociation curve of hemoglobin, it appears as the sigmoid, means it is in the S shape. It is called the sigmoid curve. So for 12th question, answer is A. Next question, where there is high partial pressure of oxygen, low partial pressure of carbon dioxide, lesser H plus ion concentration, and lower temperature. The factors are all favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin. So here what the conditions are given, they all are favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin. And you know that the formation of oxyhemoglobin easily it is taking place in the alveoli with the condition that is high partial pressure of oxygen, low partial pressure of carbon dioxide, less H plus ion, and lower temperature. So for 13th question, answer is A option. 14th, study the figure and identify 1, 2, 3. So here the figure what they have given, they have labeled some of the parts with 1, 2, 3, and you have to match the given options which labelings are suitable for 1, 2, 3. So 1, it is actually the blood capillary inside where they have shown the 1, that is the blood cells, mainly it is the RBC. Second one, they are showing the lining of the alveoli, that is the alveolar wall. And third one, it is showing the space present between alveoli and the blood capillary. Hence it is considered the basement substance. So for 14th, answer is B option. 15th, this I will be discussing it in the next class. 16th, the oxygen hemoglobin dissociation curve will show a right shift in case of high partial pressure of carbon dioxide, high partial pressure of oxygen, low partial pressure of carbon dioxide, D, less H plus ion concentration. Okay, so this oxygen dissociation curve will move towards the right, means the sigmoid curve will be moving towards the x-axis. So this sigmoid curve, when it moves to the x-axis, the partial pressure of oxygen goes on decreasing. When the partial pressure of oxygen goes on decreasing, their carbon dioxide partial pressure will be increasing. So when the oxygen dissociation curve will move towards the right shift, means there is more of partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So for 16th question, answer is A. 17th, carbon dioxide is the excretory product in. So here this you have come across when I was telling in the introduction, that is aerobic and anaerobic respiration, where I have told the breakdown of glucose in presence of oxygen as well as in absence of oxygen. So in presence as well as in absence of oxygen, you have seen in both the types of reactions, there the end product was carbon dioxide, water. Okay, so here carbon dioxide is seen in both the aerobic respiration as well as anaerobic respiration. So for 17th question, option A, answer is C option. 18th, the partial pressure of oxygen in the alveoli of lung is, remember, partial pressure of oxygen in the alveoli will be more than even the blood also. So for 18th question, answer is B option. 19th, reduction in pH of blood will reduce. Next, 19th question, reduction in pH of blood will. So here remember, when the pH of the blood is getting reduced, remember the carbon dioxide concentration is going to increase. When the carbon dioxide concentration goes on increasing, its partial pressure of carbon dioxide also increases. So when partial pressure of carbon dioxide increases, partial pressure of oxygen will be less. So when oxygen is less, the affinity of oxygen binding with the hemoglobin also becomes less. So for 19th question, answer is B. 20th, large proportion of oxygen is left unused in the human blood even after its uptake by. So it means the oxygen, when it is not used, what happens in the body when it is remained in our blood? So remember, when the oxygen is left unused, it gets reserved it gets reserved and it will be used only during the muscular exercises, or that is the physical exercises. So for 20th question, answer is D. 21. Which of the following factors will increase the breathing rate? Option A, acidity. Option B, decrease in pH. Option C, blood pressure. Option D, all of the above. So the breathing rates, mainly it is increased when the blood pressure goes on increasing. So for 21 question, option is C. 22nd, which of the following is a true statement? Oxygen binding with hemoglobin is a reversible process. Oxygen binding with hemoglobin is an irreversible process. Hemoglobin is not a protein. Hemoglobin is not a pigment. Actually, hemoglobin is protein as well as it is a pigment. And oxygen binding with hemoglobin is actually the reversible process. So in 22nd, the correct statement is A option. So for 22nd, the answer is A option. 23rd, the red colored Fe, it stands for iron. Iron containing pigment present in the erythrocytes. Erythrocytes means RBC cells. Is option A, it is hemoglobin. So 23rd, the answer is hemoglobin.